Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
What we're gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
That's right, it is Throwback Thursday. And on this day I like to dig deep into the crates, go back to the days of yesteryear, and play you some classic hits. Now, I was going to do another particular song by one of the artists that I'm going to feature here, and one of the artists is Billy Preston. And I was going to do Nothing from Nothing. But then as I typed in to see if I had done Billy Preston before, I had already researched the song that I'm going to play now. So I was like, you know what, go ahead and do that because you already had the idea to do that one first. So the song that I'm going to do is called With You, I'm Born Again. And it's Billy Preston and Syreeta Wright. Now, Billy Preston is often known as the fifth Beatle, and the reason why is he's like only one other person who actually has gotten credit for a song on a Beatles album. And I think the song is called Let It Be, or it's Get Back. I can't remember now. I'm already too far into doing this but it's one of those. And, you know, Billy Preston started off playing with Little Richard, and what had happened was the Beatles were the opening band for Little Richard, and Little Richard wasn't paying them enough to get food. But with Billy Preston being part of the group, he was able to order as much food as he wanted. So he used to order a lot of food and give it to the Beatles. Now, he wouldn't allow Billy Preston also to play with the Beatles. So they were around the same age and they got along during that touring session. And then years later, the Beatles needed somebody on, you know, playing the keyboard or playing the piano, and it just so happened that Billy found out that, or I think it was George Harrison found out that Billy was in town and said, hey, come on over, I know the guys would love to see you, and they did, and then next thing you know, the magic happened. So that is how that happened. Now, Syreeta Wright is the other person on this track. Beautiful voice. And Syreeta Wright got her start from Stevie Wonder and being married to Stevie Wonder, and he helped produce a couple of her early albums. But once she got together with Billy Preston, she did this particular song, which goes to the movie Fast Break. The movie Fast Break is a horrible movie about basketball in 1979, and it just didn't click with the audience because it starred the guy Gabe Kaplan from Welcome Back, Kotter, and it's like, really? This guy's doing this too? He's not that good of an actor or anything like that. So they had to kind of remove it from the soundtrack and put it on Billy Preston's next album in order for people to, you know, actually hear it, because nobody was buying the soundtrack to the movie. Nobody was going to see the movie, so nobody really knew about it. So once it did that, it started to pick up traction and started to get onto the charts. So let's take a look at what this song did on the charts. And blammo, it went to number 21 in Australia, number 17 in Belgium, number 4 on the Canada Adult Contemporary, number 9 on the Canada Top Singles, number 7 in Ireland, 14 in Italy, 7 on the Netherlands Mega Charts, that's a new one, number 10 in Sweden, 2 on the UK, number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 2 on the US Adult Contemporary, and number 86 on the US Hot Soul Singles. Now, this is actually a Motown record. It was produced by Motown. The one thing
You know what really grinds my gears?
what kind of grinds my gears is that one of the writers of this song says that it only took them 22 minutes to write this song, except for one particular part, and they went to an ice cream parlor, and then next thing you know, it came into her head. I hate people that act like this big major song that became a big giant hit took them, minutes to write, which makes me believe that if it just took you minutes to write, why aren't you writing a whole bunch of other hits? It just, I think that the trials and tribulations that it takes to write a good song takes a lot longer than 22 minutes to write. There's also the composition and everything else like that. But if you're just writing the lyrics in 22 minutes, there's got to be some type of inspiration. Like, okay, what are we going to write? What's this song going to be about? All of that takes longer than 22 minutes. So I call bullshit on that it only took 22 minutes. I really, really do. I'm not demeaning the song in any way. I'm just demeaning that particular story. So, if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is Billy Preston and Syreeta Wright with You, I'm Born Again.
I feel you in me. I feel you deep within me. Hallelujah. You know what you were pushing me to be the best possible version of myself that I can be. You're pushing me to be brand new.
Come bring me your softness. Comfort me through all this madness. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again?
Come give me your sweetness. Now there's you, there is no weakness. Lying safe within your arms, I'm born again.
I was half, not whole, instead with none.
Reaching through this world in need of one.
Come show me your kindness. In your arms I know I'll find this. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again.
Lying safe with you, I'm born again.
Come bring me your softness. Comfort me through all this madness. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again?
Give me sweetness. Now there's you, there is no weakness. Lying safe within your arms, I'm born
Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again? I was half,
not whole, instead with none. Reaching through this world in need of one. Come show me your kindness. In your arms I know I'll find it.
woman, don't you
with you I'm born again.
Lying safe with you, I'm born
I forgot. I know all the words to that song, and I was actually singing out loud. You're not going to hear it. But I was singing out loud to that song, and, you know, in my mind, I was harmonizing. I was up on stage, you know, that kind of stuff. But I regret that back during when I was doing karaoke, that would have been around the time my son was born, so late 90s, early 2000s is when I was doing karaoke, and I would go from bar to bar to bar in any one given night to sing, because sometimes you might go to a bar and it's packed and you only get one song, but you're just all amped up and you want to sing, so you go to another bar and sign up and you know. So I used to do that, and I regret the fact that I never did this particular song. I think I have the vocal range and my, you know, to match his, because I have done Endless Love with somebody. It's funny because the person, and her name is Michelle, and I don't know if you still watch my channel, but she's not a girlfriend or anything like that. She used to be somebody that I used to go around and do karaoke with. And we did Endless Love, but she froze. She froze on the stage. I think we were at Dick Clark's America Bandstand at that. And so she froze on stage. And I remember doing both parts to Endless Love by myself until she could maybe recoup and kind of get into the song. And you know, it's a feat. But one thing I learned in high school, I had a drama final, and you know, something epic happened tragically. Not tragically, it was tragic for a teenager, but they had these breakaway chairs, and I was doing my monologue. I did not know I had a breakaway chair. I was a chubby kid, and I do the opening part of what I'm going to do for my drama final, and then I go to get myself composed, and I sit in this chair, and the chair breaks, and I splatter all out on the stage. Well, this happened to be in the auditorium of our school, and that was one of the things, is that we had to do our final in front of the school. So that had happened to me, and I finished what I had to do, and I walked off the stage, and I got an A+. I think I was the only one to get an A+, because the teacher's like, you know what, had that happened to me, I would have walked off the stage, but you got back up, you finished what you were doing, and then you got back off. And I was like, you know, that's one of those things I'm trying, just like with this channel, I'm trying to finish what I start. There's a lot of other things in my life that maybe I haven't finished what I started, but when I do put my mind to it, I do so. So, it is a beautiful song. I mean, come on. I saw something in here that said the famous composer Marvin Hamlish was in a barber getting his hair cut and getting a shave, and when this song came on the radio, he stood up and like, oh my God, what is this? Almost got his throat cut by the barber because this song is just so amazing and sweeping and lovely, and you know, you could take it as a romantic gesture, you could even take it as a religious, you know, gesture, but no matter how you take it, it's a beautiful song. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.